At 7-1. Carberry Cross and Elliot Cooper at 16-1. One of the joint favourites is the Grey Hertzog and Mick Fitzgerald at 9-2. Fazgo and Ruby Walsh at 11-2. Bear on Board, Robert Thornton at 6-1. At 14s is Dear Deal, Tony McCoy. Our Jolly Swagman and Andrew Thornton at 9-1. Then old Samuel Wilderspin, Richard Johnson at 12-1. Toulouse-Lautrec, the other joint favourite, at 9-2 under Paul Maloney. And Kitten Cat and Sophie Mitchell, 40-1 outsiders.
One from 8, Bear on Board's a 6-1 chance from 7, and number 9 Toulouse-Lautrec from 11-2 into 9-2, and many bookmakers going 4-1 Toulouse-Lautrec. They're the horse for money, a great.
At the next plain fence, and Toulouse-Lautrec runs slightly right-handed at it. This race 12 months ago was won by a horse called Sir Frosty, and it's a race to never say die to your bets here, because Sir Frosty came from a long way off the pace, and the most important requirement here, sounds obvious to say it, with 4 miles and a furlong, is bottomless stamina. And even at the top of the hill on the final circuit, there's still a long way to go. Toulouse-Lautrec, and Carberry Cross is a faller there, possibly distracted by Toulouse-Lautrec, who made a mistake, who nevertheless goes on safely. But Carberry Cross, an experienced chaser, should know a bit better than that. His rider Elliot Cooper is on his feet all right, and the horse seems okay as well. Making the top turn, Hertzog, Toulouse-Lautrec, 1 and 2. Southern Star on the inside of Bear on Board, Fazgo, and Kitten Cat, Samuel Wilderspin, Dear Deal and Our Jolly Swagman. Racing for the next, this is the 13th they're coming to, another plain fence. Hertzog on the near side, jumps well there, stands right off the fence, the near side of Toulouse-Lautrec. Fazgo into third, and then out wide is Kitten Cat, followed by Bear on Board and Southern Star up the rail, then Samuel Wilderspin and Dear Deal and Our Jolly Swagman. This tricky fence at the top of the hill, which caught out a couple of the chasers earlier on. These steady stayers land safely over that. Hertzog with his grey nose just ahead, very brave winner over hurdles at Sandown, first time out this season. Looks a possible Grand National prospect if he develops over fences. Hertzog on the right of Toulouse-Lautrec. Then on the extreme left is Kitten Cat, left of Fazgo in the hoop sleeve, Southern Star up the inside, Bear on Board covered up, then Dear Deal, Samuel Wilderspin, now a 12-year-old. Finally, Our Jolly Swagman, turning back towards the stands. Over a circuit left to go, and little more than 8 lengths would cover the remaining runners, with Carberry Cross the only casualty so far as they jump the next. Hertzog again jumps it cleanly from Toulouse-Lautrec. They're virtually matching strides as they gallop on towards the next. Bear on Board moves nicely on the heels of the front pair, about third. Slight mistake there by Samuel Wilderspin, who sent a few tufts of birch flying rather harmlessly into the air as they pass the stands then and begin, I promise, their final circuit as they go to the far side on towards fence number 18. And most of these in with a good chance, but lads, I like the way this Hertzog jumps.
Yeah, he's jumping nicely, but the horse just in behind him to the right, the mount of Robert Thornton, Bear on Board, is jumping particularly well, been really economical. The only one who's just been struggling for a bit is Kitten Cat. Sophie Mitchell's just been nudging that one along, but it's shaping up into a real test of stamina. They've got a good even gallop right away from the start, and it'll be testing for this horse in front, having his first run for a year, Toulouse-Lautrec.
This final circuit, as John says, is likely to sort them out. Kitten Cat drops to the tail now. Hertzog and Toulouse-Lautrec still 1 and 2 here. They're on board just in behind them as they take it, and Toulouse-Lautrec blunders at that. That could be quite a costly error. Fazgo is right there. Southern Star on the right. Samuel Wilderspin moves up between horses. They take the next, and there were 4 or 5 in a line there. Hertzog on the near side of Fazgo. Bear on Board, Samuel Wilderspin, Southern Star, Toulouse-Lautrec trying to get back into it. from Our Jolly Swagman, making stealthy headway, and then Dear Deal at the big ditch at the top of the hill. Fazgo this time made a very bad mistake. Kitten Cat is the only one that's detached, and now they're heading towards the 5th last. Herzog's been on the sharp end of the pace all the way here, with Bear on Board travelling very kindly on his outside. Wider out is Samuel Wilderspin. They're followed by Fazgo. Southern Star under his top weight on the rail has gone the shortest way, cutting every corner, with out wide Dear Deal now beginning to get into the race. Dear Deal under Tony McCoy. This crucial 4th last fence. Herzog on the right coming towards it from Bear on Board and Samuel Wilderspin. They negotiate it safely. Southern Star and Dear Deal hunting up the leaders as they start down the hill, followed by Fazgo. And then Our Jolly Swagman, Toulouse-Lautrec being pulled up now. This is the 3rd last fence. Herzog on the right, Bear on Board, the challenger, Samuel Wilderspin. Then behind these Southern Star, Fazgo, and then Dear Deal. These look like the only ones that are going to complete, because Kitten Cat has also pulled up as well, and Our Jolly Swagman also pulling up, turning for home. It's still Herzog, but Bear on Board looks a big danger. Behind these, Samuel Wilderspin. Southern Star going for the run up the far side. Fazgo, not a bad finish at the end of 4 miles here. Dear Deal chasing them, racing down to the 2nd last. Herzog, Bear on Board, Fazgo, Southern Star, 4 in the air together there. Samuel Wilderspin back in 5th, then Dear Deal. They race for the final fence, the 27th fence. Bear on Board and Fazgo gallop on together. It was Bear on Board by a length to Fazgo as they start up the Cheltenham hill. 3rd is Southern Star, racing for the line. Bear on Board. Fazgo is chasing hard all the way. 50 yards left to go. Robert Thornton on Bear on Board. He stays on gamely. Bear on Board beats Fazgo. Southern Star in 3rd. Herzog rallying again in 4th. Samuel Wilderspin next, then Dear Deal. They're the only ones to complete. A double for jockey Robert Thornton. He's done terribly well at Cheltenham this season. Bear on Board at 6 to 1.
Well, at the end of that 4 miles plus, 6 to 1 the winner. Number 5 Bear on Board. Good day for Robert Thornton and Alan King. Second, number 4 Fazgo, 5 to 1. Third, number 1 Southern Star, the Neeson selection. He ran well. Third at 7 to 1. And Herzog, who was just in behind those, was one of the unplaced joint favourites. Toulouse-Lautrec pulled up. They were 9 to 2 joint favourites, and all 10 ran.